Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. We're here, Breakfast Club. Yes, and our topic this morning is how women lead differently in business and why it's a strength. Well, women and men are different. Really?
Mhm.
Have you ever read that book, Men Are From Mars and Women Are From Venus? I read it years ago, but when I was doing this topic, I thought, oh, I should reread that again because there's a lot of differences. Yeah, I just can't remember them all. They tear us apart. But yeah, so what's anybody else's opinion on this subject?
Yeah, I totally agree with you. 100% there. You know what? Women, we all have sixth sense, so we know what's gonna happen. We can predict sometimes, even at home. If you see, like we are the bridge between the dad and the kids. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so like
Don't
we
don't
are.
we all have eyes in the back of our heads, ladies? Really?
Yeah, yeah, you're very right. I remember like when I was a kid, like I'm doing something wrong, and then my mom would catch me right away. She would say, "Oh, you did that, right?" I said, "No, don't lie to me. I know you did that." So I didn't understand at that time, but now I understand because when my kids were doing something wrong, I would catch them right away. Oh, you did that. Oh, yes, mom. How do you know? I said, I have a sixth sense. I understand. I know. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well,
We have the way we should call it. Yeah.
we're supposed to read minds too, right?
Yeah.
That's right.
Because he thinks of one side of the brain and I thinks for the other side of the brain.
Mm-hmm.
And what he's going to do next, I'm supposed to know.
Yeah.
Yes, right? Yeah, you can't, yeah. That's right, and you're trying to read minds, and you usually read it wrong when it comes to the
Mhm.
the man part anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
You just have to think opposite.
And how do we
What
take
we
yeah,
that
think,
out
you'll
into
think
the business
opposite.
world?
yeah. So how do you think you guys, how does it, because I mean, I agree, we have a sixth sense. My kids used to say that too. You can't get away with anything because mom just
Yeah.
knows. She's like a bloodhound, like she just sniffs it out, right? So, how do you think that makes it different in our business and how we run our business? What's your opinion on that?
Well, we all have multiple roles that we play,
Hmm.
regardless if you have children or not. Like, you're yourself, you're a wife, a partner, you're an employee, you're, wearing many hats at all given times. So navigating that, I think builds us up to us being more flexible in, especially when we have to go out and be a leader or a mentor or building those connections, right, in the business world, whether you're working 9 to 5 or you're running a business like we are. Some of us are doing both. So
Yeah.
flexibility, I
Yeah.
would say, flexibility and navigating all of those roles that we play.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Hmm.
changing
No,
hats quickly.
yeah,
Yeah.
totally agree with you. Yeah, yeah. Because and we have the patience. Sometimes if the business is not going the way we want it to go, we have the patience. We know that we cannot afford to lose our control. We cannot afford to not trust. We have the patience. We know that maybe today is not a good day, maybe like tomorrow. So that's what keeps us going. We're a good listener too, right? If we have to
Mm-hmm,
listen
mm-hmm.
to our leads or or other partners, get new ideas. We don't have that ego part of the thing that no, I cannot learn from her or him. We
Mhm.
are open to everything.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I also think there's book knowledge and then there's heart knowledge.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I have some stories that come to my mind, but um, even working in the healthcare field like how it used to, um, the you walk into a certain patient's room and you feel the tension because the family's there and they're having a tough discussion.
Yeah.
As a woman, you say, "Oh, you know what? I'll be right back," because you need to give them the time to deflate before you come in. You feel it. You feel it in the air, right?
Mhm.
As
Hmm.
opposed to maybe a male nurse would just come in and not even pay attention to that. So it's that again, that's that intuition that something's going on here. I'll be right back, So,
Mhm.
and even with your, friends and family, there's sometimes you'll feel that tension, and
Yep.
you can ask if there's anything going on, and open it up and talk about it. So it's it's we have that intuition.
And
definitely.
And we can do that with our business partners as well.
Mhm.
Absolutely. It's a
Yeah.
an amazing strength that we have.
It reminds me of when Josie is talking about. Women are generally team players.
Mhm.
I know my husband, when he goes to do something, he likes to hands on and concentrate on it himself. Well, when I take on a project like I do a lot of volunteer work and that around the community, and you'll notice that if you include people in your plans, things get done so much better. And 9 times out of 10, it's bigger and it's better.
Oh yeah.
Well, I find just come to mind is a lady here on the island, and she brought back the business to her island, and the island was dying, but she came back to her roots, and she found something that she could bring alive, that her island would live, and she
Wow.
included the whole island, like the place that she built. She used the wood from there. She used the materials from there. The people who made quilts was there. Like everything that she could use was from her own place. So she included the whole community, and she brought it back to life. And that's what I
Beautiful.
find women is like. They're together people. They're team players more so than men.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Wow.
They use all the
Yeah.
resources. Yeah.
Yeah, and that really helps in this business for sure, because as we build our teams and our business, we need that skill more and more. Our leadership skills and our guiding skills. I know that when I was in management, my leadership skills were much different than others, even some of the women. So I think that personality really comes into it as well, not only gender, but personality. Like, even though I was in management, if they needed help in the laundry, if they needed help, because I worked in long-term care, if they needed help on the floor cleaning, I would be out there helping. Like if they were short staff, I mean, I would even be around taking, resident temperatures if need be. So whatever was needed, I was out there. It like, to me, work is work. It doesn't matter whether you're management or what you are. If it needs to be done, it needs to be done, right? Work is work. And that translates to no matter what you do in life.
Yeah.
As far as
Yeah.
I'm concerned, that's the way I look at it anyways. Well, great discussion, ladies. I love that. That was wonderful. So anybody out there, if you've ever been interested in working online, but you just don't know where to start, well, we have a complimentary webinar. That's where you start. And it's no cost to look into it. All it takes is some of your time and you reaching out. So reach out to one of us, and we'd love to give you the link to watch the webinar and get you started. Take care, everyone, and have a wonderful day.
Bye-bye.
Bye.